Lesson 18. Greetings, brothers and sisters. I'm here and I wanted to talk to you about another interesting topic, meditation. Among its benefits are the important ones you can achieve through meditation, such as how it improves daily life, stabilizes the mind, alleviates fear, helps you break free from mediocrity, and that surrounds you, draws you closer to the divine energy, and has an effect on your personality, relationships with others, and health. It also greatly improves your well being. The body achieves harmony, the mind reaches the energy level required to maintain health, and all of it is beneficial. So let's begin. Health is maintained by keeping in balance among the various components that make up the body, your human being. The mind plays a crucial role in organizing and controlling the other components that compose you. If the control center, which in this case is the mind and which resides in the brain, is not functioning properly, then it's clear that if the mind is not well, the brain will also not function properly and the body's health will deteriorate rapidly. Similarly, the emotional aspect functions better when everything is in harmony. This harmony is achieved when your mind is in harmony with the universe. This energy of the universe knows how to use it, and at the same time, through this mental harmony with the universe, you manage to return the energy, creating a closed circuit. This is the source of happiness, the circulation of energy. Likewise, the body maintains its health if the control center, in this case the mind, is functioning properly. There may be health problems in the physical body, but if the mind is properly harmonized, it minimizes the damage and, over time, achieves healing. An important aspect of achieving physical healing is that your food intake must be appropriate for your physical condition, for your body and mind. Sometimes the body needs yang energy and other times yin energy. Yang energy is needed to recover from a state of great weakness, while yin is used to maintain a high state of health. Ideally, when the body has the energy it needs and requires due to the harmony it has achieved, it only needs yin energy. To understand this, consider vegetarian food. Yang food is usually of animal origin, which has a high energy content, but it tends to be quite impure, as it contains many toxins, and it is advisable to avoid it, especially if you are meditating. You will notice this. When you see the effects of consuming animal protein, especially low-quality protein like meat, and considering the energy of the physical body's health, this health is also closely linked to the healing of mental illness. If harmony is lacking, illnesses appear. Sometimes first in the physical body, and then occasionally in the mental body, in the brain. Healing these mental illnesses is not simple. First, you must gain a clear vision of the reality that surrounds you. As soon as you achieve this, you will lose your fear. That is the source of mental illness, distrust of your surroundings. This produces pain. These are defensive feelings against your environment, and ultimately, this leads to imbalance and therefore mental illness. As soon as this fear disappears, the true healing process begins. The energy of the universe enters your being. You can feel it more easily, and then it begins to govern your actions. It becomes one with your mental energy, which begins to recover, and then mental illnesses as such disappear. Later, in other lessons, I will provide some recipes, methods, or procedures for cases where people have mental illnesses or mental disorders, we should say, originating from imbalances. I will explain what needs to be done to achieve this balance. Sometimes people want to heal very quickly. This is possible because the sick person, so to speak, has opened the door to the energy of the Father, to the universe, and this energy takes effect if the sick person is generous enough to accept it and begin to understand that the reality they believed in does not exist. That fear is false. That fear only produces pain. Mental balance appears, the balance in the physical body improves, and the illness disappears in both the physical body and the energetic body, the mind, and therefore also in the brain, which acts as a receptacle for mental energy. Therefore, I will give a brief overview of what people with mental disorders should do. First, they should meditate, not too deeply, although a deeper level is better. It will depend on each person's ability to concentrate. You already know how it's done. Deep breaths until you can hear your heartbeat. When you reach that point, it's possible to stop thinking about the passage of time. For those who are experienced, try to think with your right brain hemisphere. For those who don't know how to choose one hemisphere over the other, it's quite simple. You just have to concentrate on your surroundings. Your eyes are closed, but you try to perceive them, and then you have to think that time doesn't exist. By observing, your perspective will gradually change. You will feel the beauty of your surroundings, the energy of the universe around you. At first, you won't even notice a change in perception. But the more often you do it, say for 10 or 15 minutes per session, while at that medium deep level, the sooner you reach a point where this becomes possible. You'll feel like time stands still. In that instant, your right hemisphere will be functioning. It will have taken control. For those unfamiliar with this, I will explain that the right hemisphere is the hemisphere of artists. That's when an artist creates art, whether it's music, painting, sculpture, programming, or any artistic activity that involves creation. They are using the right hemisphere. In that case, anyone engaged in that activity can say that time doesn't pass. They can do it for 7, 8, 10, or 12 hours straight without getting tired. Time has stopped. It doesn't exist. When you reach this point where your right hemisphere has taken control, you can begin to lose the feeling of fear that grips your mind. Your personality, your ego will try to rebel against this elimination of fear because fear makes it strong. That's the path, trying to break through fear, trying to break through the ego. Once the barrier has fallen, fear will disappear, and then the mind will open to the universe. And since there is no fear, the universe will offer you the plan it always has for you. These are good things for your benefit, and your creative mind will harmonize with the physical body and the energetic body. Everything will form a unity, and then you will be a fully conscious human being, without fear and completely free. In broad strokes, that would be the process. Later, in subsequent lessons, I will explain a method to reach that state, but in general terms, it would be as I have described. It is just a matter of persisting with the method until the barrier gradually falls. Once the barrier has fallen, the goal will be achieved. Fear will have disappeared and you will be free, with no trauma to hold you back. Almost everyone has some kind of mental problem. With this method I'm sharing, a person achieves true freedom and harmony. And with harmony, problems begin to disappear and resolve themselves. You just need to have faith, because everything gets better with time, and everything happens for your own good. You just need the right mindset to see it. As soon as you have that mindset, fear disappears. You just have to break the vicious cycle that prevents you from overcoming fear, and that's achieved through meditation, by opening your mind to the universe. Fear will disappear on its own. The ego will be left without weapons to hold you back, and you will begin to be free. I think that's enough for today. In later lessons, I will repeat, we will address this topic because it's important. Until next time, brothers and sisters.